After a 2-decade hiatus, the carmaker marked its return with the new Moskvich 3, rolling off the floor of a former Renault plant near Moscow.
Forget everything you think you know about the EV race, Tesla's flashy autopilot, BYD's fancy batteries. All of it might be about to get overshadowed. From a cold, distant corner of the world, Russia has just dropped a bombshell announcement, one that could change the entire course of the electric vehicle market. No hype, no over-the-top promises, just a quiet revolution. The EV world has been dominated by the likes of Silicon Valley and China, but now Russia is about to rewrite the rules. And trust me, you're going to want to pay attention. The dark horse is ready to race. For years, the world's electric vehicle race has been defined by a handful of high-profile players: Tesla, BYD, Rivian, and a few others. These companies have made headlines with their bold moves, flashy new tech, and futuristic vehicles. When it comes to electric cars, everyone knows the names. But buried beneath the noise of Silicon Valley and China, something else has been brewing quietly. A car manufacturer in Russia, until recently a country not exactly known for its high-tech exports, has just changed the landscape of the EV market forever. While the world's attention has been diverted to the likes of Tesla's new autopilot systems and BYD's cutting-edge battery tech, Russia has been building something that could shake the entire EV industry to its core: the Moskvich 3E. A name few outside of Russia have heard, yet one that could soon be on everyone's lips. For years, Russia has been the underdog in the world of electric vehicles. Many even assumed the country had nothing to offer to this market. After all, Russia was synonymous with heavy industry, cold winters, and cars like the Lada, tough but outdated. But what if we told you that in the shadows, Russia was crafting an EV that could not only compete with the likes of Tesla and BYD, but also offer something these companies haven't been able to: true affordability. You might wonder, why should you care about a Russian-made EV? Here's the thing: Moskvich isn't just another car. It's a symbol of how underdogs can rise from the least expected places and take on the giants of the world. The Moskvich 3E isn't just a nod to the future of electric vehicles. It's a stark reminder that the auto industry doesn't belong to just a few elite players. In fact, the Moskvich 3E may be the key to solving what's long been a flaw in the EV industry: overpriced cars that cater only to the wealthy elite. Before diving into the specifics, it's important to set the stage. When we talk about electric vehicles, we typically refer to high-tech, high-performance cars like the Tesla Model S or the BYD Dolphin. These vehicles often come with a premium price tag and are geared towards the wealthy. They offer sophisticated tech, sleek designs, and extensive range. But there's a catch: these vehicles are often out of reach for average consumers, especially in emerging markets, where the cost of these vehicles could buy an entire house. The irony is that despite their futuristic tech and innovation, EVs have failed to meet one simple criterion: affordability for the everyday consumer. And then, out of nowhere, the Moskvich 3E arrived. No fanfare, no flashy press conferences, just a quietly executed announcement that sent ripples through the industry. The Russian automaker announced that it was bringing to market an electric SUV designed for the people. A car that isn't just about luxury features or self-driving capabilities, but about practicality, reliability, and, most importantly, affordability. But how did Moskvich manage to create a car that rivals, or even surpasses, what we've seen from global EV giants? First, they focused on what matters most to the average person: a vehicle that gets the job done without bankrupting you in the process. Tesla, for example, often focuses on the high-end, tech-savvy consumer. Their vehicles come with all sorts of bells and whistles, but at a steep price. The Model 3, which is considered one of Tesla's more affordable vehicles, still retails for upwards of $40,000. And if you want a Tesla with all the extra features like the full self-driving package, expect to pay much more. Then there's BYD, the Chinese automaker known for its battery technology and mass-market EVs. While BYD has made great strides in providing more affordable electric vehicles, they still come at a premium compared to what most people are willing to pay. A typical BYD vehicle may offer better range or a faster charge, but it's not necessarily priced for the average consumer. In emerging markets, where income levels are lower, lower, this pricing strategy simply won't work. Enter the Moskvich 3E. This electric SUV, developed and manufactured in Russia, is priced significantly lower than its competitors, and it doesn't skimp on performance or range. With a starting price that's roughly half of what you'd pay for a Tesla Model 3 or BYD Dolphin, the Moskvich 3E offers an impressive range of 400 to 500 km on a single charge, which is on par with some of the best EVs out there. But here's the kicker. While other EV manufacturers often add costly features like autopilot or luxury interiors, Moskvich focused on building a car that just works. It's simple, sturdy, and designed with one goal in mind: to provide a reliable and affordable electric car that anyone can drive, no matter where they live. This is where Russia's quiet genius lies. While other countries were focused on adding unnecessary features or creating cars for the wealthy, Russia took a step back and asked, what do people really need in an EV? The answer wasn't self-driving tech or infotainment systems. It was a car that gets you from point A to point B, safely and reliably, with enough range to make long trips possible without breaking the bank. And that's exactly what the Moskvich 3E delivers. The implications of this are massive. We're on the verge of witnessing a shift in the EV market, a move from high-end luxury cars to something that's built for the masses. The Moskvich 3E could become the benchmark for affordable EVs, forcing competitors to rethink their entire business models. As consumers in emerging markets begin to see the value in an affordable electric vehicle that meets their basic needs, the demand for more practical options will only grow. With Moskvich's game-changing formula, simple, affordable, and reliable, can the likes of Tesla and BYD continue to dominate, or is the future of EVs about to take an entirely new direction? The EV that doesn't need to show off. When you think about the cutting-edge electric vehicles on the market today, what comes to mind? It's probably not the word simplicity. Instead, the most high-profile EVs often boast about flashy tech, sleek screens, and futuristic gadgets that sometimes seem more like science fiction than real-world products. But what if I told you that simplicity might be exactly what the electric vehicle market needs? Enter the Moskvich 3E, an electric SUV that proves you don't need bells and whistles to create something that works, and works well. While Tesla and other major manufacturers are busy pushing self-driving features, constantly evolving apps, and touchscreen-driven dashboards, Moskvich has taken a different approach. It's not trying to dazzle you with complexity or tempt you with gimmicks. Instead, it's focused on what truly matters to the driver: reliability, affordability, and straightforward technology that serves its purpose without making things unnecessarily complicated. Consider the electric vehicles we know best: Tesla's Model S, the Model 3, and even BYD's electric lineups. While these cars are undoubtedly impressive, their appeal lies in their high-tech features, many of which are unnecessary for the average consumer. Autopilot, smart navigation, and extensive media systems are incredible on paper, but what do they really offer on the road? More distractions, more things that could go wrong, and, of course, they come at a premium price. But Moskvich has quietly flipped that script. By stripping away the distractions, the Moskvich 3E remains grounded in practicality. It has a solid build, durable features, and a clean, minimalist interior. The dashboard isn't cluttered with screens. There's no overwhelming tech overload. It's a driving experience designed for those who just want to get from A to B without getting bogged down by fancy features that don't add value to their day-to-day. It's not about showing off. It's about doing what matters. The Moskvich 3E's minimalistic approach extends beyond just the tech. It also applies to its design. This is a car built to last, without worrying about the latest flashy trends. The exterior has a bold, angular presence, designed to command attention not through unnecessary details, but through pure strength. In a market that's often obsessed with making cars look futuristic, the Moskvich 3E focuses on the road, on performance, and on meeting the demands of everyday drivers. That's something we rarely see in the EV market, a car that doesn't need to advertise its value. It just is. It's a no-nonsense approach to electric vehicles that could soon become the gold standard for what people actually want in a car. The Moskvich 3E doesn't try to be everything to everyone. It's clear, direct, and designed for people who value practicality and dependability above all else. So, what does this tell us about the future of electric vehicles? As the market matures, will we continue to see more and more manufacturers pushing tech-heavy models with higher price tags? Or is there a future for cars that focus solely on what we really need? If Mosvich can prove its worth with this stripped-back approach, could it force the entire industry to rethink the way we build and price electric cars? What if the future of electric vehicles isn't in the flashy features, but in cars that simply get the job done? No strings attached. The EV that doesn't need to show off. Electric vehicles have become synonymous with high-tech, luxury features. Whether it's Tesla's cutting-edge autopilot system or the sleek interiors of the BYD Dolphin, these cars scream future. But in the midst of this rapid technological arms race, one company has decided to take a different route: Mosvich. When the Mosvich 3e was announced, it wasn't just another car promising the latest tech. It was a car that prioritized something far more valuable: simplicity and reliability. The landscape of electric vehicles is crowded with flashy gadgets and constantly evolving technology, but Mosvich's new entry makes a bold statement. The future of EVs doesn't have to be complicated. In an era where even basic vehicles come with complex infotainment systems, self-parking features, and advanced autonomous driving technology, Mosvich decided to strip away the unnecessary and focus on what really matters: the driving experience. This might sound like an odd approach in a world where everyone seems to be chasing the next big breakthrough, but think about it. How often do you actually need all that smart technology in your car? Sure, autopilot is impressive, but how often do you need to take your hands off the wheel for it to be useful? And how many people truly benefit from a car that parks itself, or a dashboard packed with data that you rarely look at? This is where Mosvich's genius lies. By focusing on the fundamentals, they've created a vehicle that speaks to the needs of the average consumer, not just tech enthusiasts. The 3e has a simple, minimalist design with an intuitive layout that doesn't bombard the driver with tech that can be overwhelming. The controls are easy to understand, the dashboard is uncluttered, and the driving experience is straightforward. Instead of unnecessary bells and whistles, Mosvich is offering a car that gets you from A to B without distractions or complexity. This approach is especially refreshing in the context of the EV market, which has often been accused of overcomplicating things in the name of innovation. Think about how Tesla and BYD have led the industry with their expansive features. While these features are certainly groundbreaking, they often come at a hefty price. Tesla, for example, is known for its cutting-edge autopilot features, which, while impressive, are often unnecessary for the majority of drivers. At the core of these vehicles is a significant markup due to these advanced features, pushing the price point into the range that only a select group of consumers can afford. But Mosvich isn't looking to impress with gadgets. Instead, the 3e focuses on delivering what most drivers want: a dependable, affordable electric vehicle that doesn't overpromise or underdeliver. In a time when people are struggling to make ends meet, especially in emerging markets, the last thing anyone needs is a $60,000 car with a bunch of advanced features they'll never use. What consumers want, and what Mosvich delivers, is an electric vehicle that's built for the real world. One of the key elements that makes the Mosvich 3e stand out is its affordability. The car is priced at a fraction of what you'd pay for a Tesla or BYD vehicle with comparable specs. And here's the kicker: despite the lower price, the 3e doesn't compromise on quality or performance. It's not a cheap car. It's an affordable car that delivers excellent value. With a range of 400 to 500 km on a single charge, it's more than capable of handling everyday driving needs. It's built with high-quality materials and offers a robust driving experience without all the tech-heavy distractions. This simplicity extends to the car's interior, which has been designed with the same practical mindset. There's no flashy dashboard with glowing lights or a touchscreen that requires you to read through multiple menus to adjust basic settings. Instead, the layout is intuitive. The materials used in the cabin are durable, easy to clean, and made to withstand the wear and tear of everyday use. In essence, it's a car that's meant to be used, day in and day out, with minimal fuss. The focus on simplicity doesn't stop at the car's design or interior. The way it drives is equally straightforward. The Moskvich 3e isn't trying to be a performance vehicle with lightning-fast acceleration or sharp cornering. Instead, it's designed to be an easy, comfortable ride for anyone who needs a reliable way to get around. The handling is responsive, the steering is smooth, and the suspension is built to handle all kinds of roads, from urban streets to country highways. But perhaps the most important element of Moskvich's design philosophy is its ability to perform in real-world conditions. While Tesla and other luxury EVs are often designed with smooth, well-maintained roads in mind, Moskvich's 3e is ready for whatever the environment throws at it. Whether it's driving through snowy streets or rough backcountry roads, the 3e is equipped to handle it all. And this rugged capability isn't just a luxury feature, it's a necessity for many drivers, particularly in countries like Russia, where the weather and road conditions can be unforgiving. Another standout feature of the Moskvich 3e is its charging capability. While many electric vehicles require long hours at charging stations, the 3e is built for efficiency. It supports fast charging, meaning that you can get 80% of the battery charged in just 30 minutes. This makes long trips much easier, especially in regions where charging stations may not be as abundant. Moskvich understands that range anxiety is a real concern for many drivers, which is why they've designed the 3e with fast, accessible charging in mind. Now, let's talk about the driving experience. Moskvich has always understood that a good car isn't just about how it looks or how many features it has. It's about how it feels on the road. With its robust 193 horsepower electric motor, the 3e has more than enough power to handle steep inclines, high-speed highways, and urban driving. It accelerates smoothly, without the jerky movements that can be common in cheaper EVs. The 3e doesn't feel like an entry-level car. It feels like something built to last, something you can rely on every day. But the beauty of the 3e isn't just in its performance, it's in how it balances everything. It's a car that offers great performance, a solid range and practicality, all without overcomplicating things. And that, in itself, is the true innovation. The rise of the Moskvich 3e marks a shift in the EV landscape. It's a reminder that the future of electric vehicles doesn't have to be defined by gimmicks or excessive tech. The future can be about cars that just work, cars that focus on the basics: affordability, reliability, and performance. The question is, will the other EV giants take notice of this shift, or will they continue to chase after the latest technology trends, leaving behind the real needs of everyday consumers? And if this simple, reliable, and affordable approach catches on, could we see a wave of no-frills electric cars that shake up the entire market? The underestimated Russian beast, made for the road less traveled. When the world envisions an electric vehicle, most people picture sleek, futuristic designs gliding smoothly down city streets. Tesla and other premium EV manufacturers have popularized this vision of an electric car as a stylish, tech-packed gadget for urban environments. But what if an electric vehicle could do more? What if it could withstand the harshest conditions known to mankind and thrive in places where most other cars would struggle to survive? Enter the Moskvich 3e, an electric vehicle built not for the polished roads of Silicon Valley or the smooth highways of Europe, but for the rough, unforgiving roads of Russia. In a country where temperatures regularly drop below freezing, and roads can be little more than a rough patch of dirt or ice, the Moskvich 3e is engineered to handle it all. While the world's attention has been consumed by high-tech EVs designed for smooth city driving, Moskvich has quietly developed a car that can take on the wilderness, the storms, and the freezing temperatures without faltering. Think about it. Russia's landscape is one of the most challenging for vehicles. The roads can be icy and treacherous, especially during the long, harsh winters. Yet, the Moskvich 3e has been meticulously crafted with these challenges in mind. It's not just built for the smooth, clear roads of urban environments. It's designed for the roughest terrains imaginable, where other EVs might falter or be rendered useless in extreme weather conditions. This is the Moskvich 3E's true strength, its resilience. The vehicle is equipped with all-wheel drive, giving it superior traction in icy or muddy conditions. This is especially important in regions like Siberia, where snow can bury entire towns, and the roads are often unpaved or poorly maintained. Whether you're navigating a snow-covered mountain pass or a muddy rural road, the 3E's engineering ensures that you'll never have to worry about losing control or getting stuck in a snowbank. It's tough, reliable, and ready for anything, a far cry from the lightweight, city-centric EVs we've come to expect. But why is this kind of durability so important? Because while most of the world's EV manufacturers are focusing on cars for the city and short urban commutes, there's a growing demand for vehicles that can handle more than just well-paved streets. There are vast regions of the world where road conditions can change from one minute to the next, and drivers need cars that can adapt. For places like Russia, where urban sprawl is limited and vast rural areas stretch across the country, an electric vehicle needs to offer more than just a smooth ride. It needs to be ready for rugged conditions at a moment's notice. The Moskvich 3E doesn't just handle rough roads, it thrives on them. The suspension system is robust enough to handle even the toughest terrains, ensuring a smooth and stable ride even when the road is anything but. The chassis is reinforced to withstand the bumps and jolts of off-road driving, and the car's high ground clearance means it can clear obstacles like rocks or tree roots without breaking a sweat. But ruggedness alone isn't enough to make a great electric vehicle. It's about performance too, and that's where the Moskvich 3E delivers in spades. This isn't just a car that's built to survive the toughest conditions, it's also built to perform. With a 193 horsepower electric motor, the 3E can go from 0 to 100 km/h in just 8 seconds, putting it toe-to-toe with some of the best European-style performance cars. But performance isn't just about acceleration, it's about how the car handles when it's on the road. The Moskvich 3E's handling is sharp, responsive, and incredibly stable, making it a pleasure to drive, whether you're cruising on highways or tackling more challenging terrains. This blend of ruggedness and performance makes the 3E a standout in the electric vehicle market. It's a car that's ready for adventure, whether it's driving through snowstorms in the middle of winter or navigating rocky, unpaved paths in the countryside. And it's not just about the car's ability to handle tough roads. It's about how it does so without compromising on comfort or driving experience. The Moskvich 3E makes rugged driving feel effortless, offering a seamless balance between durability and ease of use. But what truly sets the 3E apart is the thinking behind it. Moskvich didn't just build an electric vehicle, they built a car for people who need it. They understood that the future of electric vehicles is not just about creating more high-tech gadgets or pushing the boundaries of what's possible with screens and sensors. The future of electric vehicles is about building cars that people can actually use, no matter where they live or what kind of roads they need to navigate. The 3E is a perfect example of this mindset. It was designed not just to compete with luxury EVs, but to answer a need that's often overlooked by big players like Tesla and BYD. The need for an electric vehicle that can handle the challenges of the real world. Not every driver lives in a city with smooth roads and reliable infrastructure. Not everyone has access to fast-charging stations at every corner, but everyone deserves an electric vehicle that's reliable, affordable, and capable of getting them where they need to go, no matter the conditions. It's a simple but profound idea, and it's one that Moskvich has executed flawlessly with the 3E. This vehicle is designed to stand the test of time. It's built for the roughest roads, the harshest conditions, and the most demanding environments. But it's also built to be accessible to people who need it most, those living in rural areas, in places where traditional EVs might fail to deliver. Will the world sit up and take notice? Can Moskvich's rugged, no-nonsense approach to electric vehicles change the landscape of the industry? Or will the industry continue to focus on luxury, urban-centric EVs that cater to a narrow, tech-savvy market? As the demand for more practical electric vehicles rises, will the Moskvich 3E be the model that sets the standard for how future EVs are built? Don't let the price fool you. This EV punches above its weight. In the world of electric vehicles, affordability is often an afterthought, until Mosvich decided to disrupt the norm. While Tesla and BYD have dominated the market with high-tech features and hefty price tags, Mosvich is changing the game with the 3e, an electric SUV that's priced significantly lower than its competitors. But here's the kicker: it doesn't sacrifice on performance or quality. With a starting price of just $20,000, the 3e offers a range of 400 to 500 km on a single charge, putting it on par with higher-end EVs that cost twice as much. And while many EVs suffer from range anxiety, Mosvich's fast-charging capability ensures that 80% of the battery is charged in just 30 minutes. That's convenience you'd expect from a luxury car, not one that's designed for affordability. But the true beauty of the 3e lies in its simplicity. While other brands focus on adding tech-heavy features that drive up costs, Mosvich has created a car that gets straight to the point: solid range, solid performance, and an intuitive design that doesn't overwhelm the driver with unnecessary distractions. Its 193 horsepower motor accelerates smoothly, and its all-wheel drive ensures stability, even on rugged terrain. In a market flooded with expensive, high-tech EVs, the Mosvich 3e proves that you can have it all: affordable, reliable, and ready for anything. Will other automakers follow suit, or will they continue to inflate prices for unnecessary features? The wake-up call to the EV market. So, what does the arrival of the Mosvich 3e mean for the future of electric vehicles? One thing's for certain: this is a wake-up call to the entire EV industry. For too long, electric cars have been viewed as a luxury product reserved for the wealthy, with price tags that leave most consumers out of reach. But with Mosvich's bold move, the narrative is changing. By focusing on what consumers really want, reliable, affordable, and durable vehicles, Mosvich is setting a new standard for what electric cars can be. The 3e offers solid range, impressive durability, and a price that's accessible to everyday drivers, especially in emerging markets where high-tech, high-priced EVs are simply impractical. The Mosvich 3e may not have the flashy tech of a Tesla or the luxury appeal of a BYD, but it has something those cars don't. It's built for the real world, a world where people want to drive electric without breaking the bank, and that's what could make the 3e a game changer. Now, the question remains: will the major players in the EV industry take note of this shift and adjust their strategies? Or will they continue down the same path of overpriced, tech-heavy vehicles that cater only to the elite? Mosvich has quietly thrown down the gauntlet, and the future of the EV market could depend on how the industry responds. The future of EVs is here. Are you ready? The Mosvich 3e isn't just another car, it's a statement. It's a statement that says the future of electric vehicles doesn't have to be expensive or filled with unnecessary tech. It can be practical, affordable, and built to last. As the EV market begins to evolve, Mosvich has shown that the next phase isn't about chasing the most futuristic features or highest price tag. It's about delivering a reliable, high-performance vehicle that works for everyone. But the big question remains: will the established giants like Tesla and BYD acknowledge the demand for these no-frills, high-value EVs, or will they continue to focus on the luxury market? Mosvich has already set the stage for a shift, and the world is watching to see if others will follow suit. With the 3e, Mosvich has proved that affordability doesn't have to mean compromise. The real revolution has just begun, and it's a revolution that could redefine how the world thinks about electric vehicles. So, are you ready for the change? The Mosvich 3e is proving that the future of electric vehicles isn't about luxury or flashy tech. It's about affordability, reliability, and real-world performance. As the EV industry shifts, Mosvich is leading the way. Will the big players catch up, or will they be left behind? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the future of electric cars.